Hi, this is Joanna Boyette. That's me with the curly hair and my two boys. And this is an intro video to Math 108, which is Business Calculus. And we run the course a little bit differently than a traditional lecture, so I want to kind of tell you about it, go through the syllabus, and let you get set up before the first class day. So the first thing you probably need to do is go to the Blackboard website and click on the 108 course. That should show up once I open it. And then you'll see a link for the syllabus here on the left, and you can open that. I'll talk through that first. So I'll bring that up. So here's the syllabus. If you opened it up, there's me, Joanna. I'm in Exploratory Hall. My office number no longer is working. No one ever called me on the office phone. But you should feel free to call me on my cell phone. That is available, or text me. That is the best way to reach me, or talk to me in person. I do not respond to emails well, so if you email me, you might get a response in like about 2 weeks. Just kind of fair warning, I'm just a terrible emailer. There is a discussion board, although I find in these in-person classes, people tend to just talk to me or ask questions in class. There's plenty of time to do that. We meet Monday, Wednesdays, and I have office hours Monday, Wednesday evenings, and I think Friday at some point, so we'll see. This one might change right here. So we'll see. We have an undergraduate learning assistant in this class, Kathleen McLean. There's her email, and she has office hours Monday, Wednesdays, and Tuesdays, and she'll also be in class with us answering questions, so that's really great, another source of help for you guys, and she's fantastic. There's a prereq. I assume if you're in the course that you've met that. We go through basic calculus in this course, so and then look at application problems towards business. I run this course as a flipped lecture course. All of the lectures are done on YouTube, and you watch them outside of class. We use class time to work problems in groups. So be aware this is different than a traditional lecture. I do it this way because I find students get better grades, and also we get a lot more time to talk about the difficult problems in the class, and you're not at home at 1 a.m. trying to figure out something hard. You're just kind of watching the introductory videos. So there's a book for the course, Applied Calc by Denny Brzezinski. So you can buy that from the bookstore. I think it's about $68 new, although that price might have gone up. Or you can get an access code. I think it's from xyztextbooks.com. Check that. Let me see if I can. xyztextbooks.com. I think you can buy the it's called an all access pass. And that gives you the ebook and the homework system. Okay, you have to have some sort of access. You need a scientific calculator for this class, not a graphing calculator. I don't allow graphing calculators on any of the assessments. And you do need to be able to watch videos posted on YouTube, although I've never had a student who had trouble accessing the YouTube videos. It seems pretty well used. There are 2 exams during the semester and a final exam. I take attendance, and I also give you a subjective grade based on how well you're working in your group. That's the attendance collaboration. So that tends to be high for people who come to class and work in their group. If you skip class a lot, or if you don't want to work in a group, that grade tends to be low, and you'll see there it's 15%. It can really knock your grade down quite a bit. There are XYZ homework checks that are the online kind of homework system. So those are due once a week, and then written problems. Okay. So maybe we'll go back. I want to kind of take you through what the course looks like. So each week, so this videos, assignments, and more is where most of the information is. You'll see some introductory information under Start Here. Especially important here is the access code for the homework system and how to sign up for that, so you can look there. But for next week, the work that you need to do is under this week 1. I ask you to do all of this work before you come to class on Wednesday. So you have a homework assignment now, and it's due before class Wednesday. Okay? There are 2 handouts here that I need you to work. The first week is all review. So if you're well prepared for the course, the first week is pretty light. If you're not well prepared for the course, the first week can be challenging, but necessary to make sure that you do well and are prepared. So print out these first 2 reviews, and it also gives you a brief introduction. By day 1 in this semester, that's Monday, you should have watched and completed. Actually, we're going to do all of the videos for by Wednesday because we have a Wednesday start. So watch all these videos. I'll update that. So there's a short video on exponents. It's 10 minutes. If you remember exponents, and you can actually kind of work problems 1 through 14 on the review and see if you remember. If you need a brief review, that's in the 10 minutes. Does that make sense? If you need more information, there's more there. Same thing with radicals. Here are the problems. Please work problems 15 through 26 from review part 1. If you don't need the review, don't watch the video, but if you need it, and some of you honestly do need to watch these, a lot of you do, then watch them and do the problems. So there are 6 topics here. So brief introduction, a lot of it is like how to factor quadratic equations and solve the quadratic equations, how to solve linear inequalities, interval notation. This one right here is one of the ones that usually people have not seen before they come into this class. It's one of the only new materials. So this is how each week is set up. The first week seems like it has a lot of topics, like 6 topics, but they're very short in their review. But you'll see, for example, when we go to week 2, it has fewer topics. For example, there will be 1, 2, maybe 4 topics, and that gets fewer and fewer. Near the end of the semester, we really have kind of 2 chunks of topics to cover. Does that make sense? Okay. Before Wednesday, you need to cover everything in week 1 and come with those worksheets already done. And we'll spend the first class day, I'll put you in groups, we'll talk about things, you'll talk about any questions that you have, and Kathleen and I will walk around the room and answer questions. So we'll kind of get going that first week. Okay? Let me go back to the syllabus, but this is kind of the Blackboard website. Most of it is here under videos, assignments, and more. If I keep the gradebook in Blackboard up to date, so you'll see your grades here under my grades. I won't click now because I have an empty, it won't give me grades for my role, but something like that. Let me go back and see. So you have those assigned book problems or worksheet problems. You also have each week on Saturday a online homework system quiz that's due, or like a few problems. It's not a ton of problems. Most of our work is out of the book or on paper, but you do have to log into XYZ. It's due Saturdays at 11:59 p.m. every Saturday, except for exam weeks, I think. Attendance and collaboration. So you'll see here, I take attendance. You have to be present for all class time for both classes each week in order to get the attendance points. If you're absent for any part of class, you come late, you leave early, you're not there one day, it's a 0. It's an all or nothing grade. Collaborating means that you're being prepared and also that you're working in your group. I assign groups. You may not like the people that you work with, but you can work with them. Okay? I promise it won't be the first or last time that you're in a group that you may or may not like. Written work during class, I give kind of little assignments. It's about one question a week that's written. I take it up, I grade it, and it's to give you a sense of what the exams will look like. Then the exam dates are there, February 10th and March 23rd, and the final exam on May 4th. A longer... There is a math tutoring center. Oh, and in Johnson Center, room 344. I'm available. Kathleen is available. There's a lot of help in this class. Please don't hesitate to ask for help. You're expected to follow the George Mason Honor Code. I report all academic dishonesty violations, all of them. So just so you know. I'll talk a little bit more about this. There's a lot in this syllabus. Also, this semester I'm doing a small research study about kind of classroom culture in this class. I think we'll talk about this in week 2, but you can read there. And it's open consent. So you can either consent to be in it or you can opt out of the study. It doesn't, that won't affect your grade at all, but we'll talk more about that. Here is the spring. Oh, this is spring 2016. It should be. We should move forward. 2016, I think the dates here are correct. So it gives you a sense of what you should be doing each week and the topics we'll be covering. Okay? So that's kind of a brief overview. Please do go over the review material. Get so much more out of class on Wednesday if you do that. And especially, number one, if you need this class to move forward in your major, or if you are taking this class for the second or third time, we really need to make sure that we start out on the right foot. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. I'm available by phone. I'm starting today, and so feel free to give me a call or send me a text.